100
Hey, we're
L
live.
sounds.
Oh,
We're live? You're playing
sure.
Deus Ex.
Oh,
I
why
thought-
should I turn the
I thought-
volume down?
I thought you didn't like
I
this game.
spill my drink.
I'm gonna try it again.
It's very difficult.
So we're live on YouTube?
Yeah.
I spill my drink.
Okay, it just popped up.
Sixteen effects
Okay,
channels.
So what?
Things that make you go.
Okay, so what skill should I take?
I got 32.
Max swimming. Just kidding. Swimming is useless. You
Yeah.
can take 0 levels of swimming and beat the game, including the swimming sections. So, what do you want to do? You want to hack a bunch of computers? You want to pick a bunch of locks, or do you want to shoot things with pistols, disarm people, or blow them up?
I could try a pacifist run again. It's no point, but I might.
I
as
do
well-
not
could.
suggest
No.
a pacifist run for your first run. No.
Okay, should I get more in pistol then?
I think that your incapacitating crossbow still counts as a pistol anyway, but I could be wrong about that.
Okay. Well, that one was weird from what I heard, where it takes a second before it works, even if you do a headshot, doesn't it?
A second? More like 5 seconds while they run around going oof, oof, oof.
So what should I take then?
Honestly, it's what makes that game such a pain in the ass.
Stick with the prod. Prod with the prod. No, don't stick with the prod. That's why I say don't do a.
You
Don't
get
do
the
a
get gun
non-lethal-
immediately. Just shoot everything.
It's hard to do ammo for that. Hey, Revenant. Hey, Last Sigil. How's it going? Dan's
Hey.
playing a game that he never really got into before, and he's probably not going to like it. And it's going to be heresy, and everyone's going to disavow him.
Or
All right. So, you will probably need computer skills eventually.
well, I might as well get it now. Okay, so you can master something, but I think I'll well. Should I just see what happens if? Okay, so I do that. I can't take more in pistol. Oh, I know. I'll take the sniper rifle.
So I'm waiting
Your appointment
12
to
years
FEMA
for
should
your
be
reticle
finalized
to
within the
shrink
week.
small
I
enough
have
to
already
shoot someone.
discussed the matter with the senator.
I
That's
take
just
it he
part
was
of the
agreeable.
experience.
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we
Those
could put him on the
vortex
priority
glitches.
list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around,
School.
and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance
Vandenberg.
of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project.
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
Okay, so the first time I ever played this game, well, or tried to, I played the tutorial, and I got to the gun range, and I accidentally dropped the gun outside of the range into the shooting area, and I couldn't get it back.
Nice.
Many such cases.
Oh,
Man's picking up the random 40s on the pier. He's gonna get plastered.
I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. I like to pick them off from a distance. I'll take the rifle. This isn't a training exercise, JC. Your targets will be human beings. Keep that in mind. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Why did they make the pickup item key the right mouse button?
What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
Because they didn't know how FPSs should control yet.
Go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us.
Remember, this
King
comes from
wouldn't pull back.
System
You
Shock
get
2
the bailing
lineage,
out.
which controlled nothing like modern FPSs.
Yeah, I guess.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to
Hey, we got a real
site.
G in the chat. We got last Sigil. I think I've already said hi to Sigil. Newt says that he's probably not going to stick around because he hasn't played the game and he doesn't want spoilers. So
Yeah, don't stick around. Ooh. Let's see, what button's crouch? That's not. The C button is not, the C key is not crouch. Okay, okay, there we go. Is there a way of toggling it?
I don't know.
Gee, I hope that didn't crash the game. Screen froze when I tried to hit escape.
That's weird.
Yay!
Technical difficulties.
Rifle.
up, JC? Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your
Why is
situation
F12?
for HQ.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, that works. Let's see. So there's no way of changing the key bindings then, huh? Oh, no, here we go.
I thought for sure that there was.
No, I found it. Let me see. Take screenshot. Where is the flashlight button? Because I know I'm going to need it, but I don't want it to be... I don't want it to be the same key as taking screenshots.
Joey's here!
Hey, Joey. I feel like it's got to be on here. I'm missing it.
What button do you hit for it?
F12, which is the same
It says
as...
F12 isn't bound.
That's your action F12. Whatever. I guess I can just deal with it.
Wait, what's the problem?
If I turn the flashlight on, it takes a screenshot.
It just changes the screenshot
I like to.
button.
What's your take on the situation?
Okay, give me a sec.
The real G in the chat says he's beat the game.
Okay, now there it goes. Screenshots key.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
Alright, sorry about all that.
I beat the game, but I had to have mods to make guns viable.
Yay, it didn't do anything. Let me try that again. No. I guess I gotta reboot the game if I want to change it. Yay.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
Sickle's asking if you've played System Shock 2.
If you want to make a covert
A little. I wanted to
remember
play
Academy stealth course.
the first one first.
Walk slowly to stay
Play through it, I
quiet,
mean.
and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
I actually like the first System Shock game better because it doesn't have any of the leveling. Like, I know everyone complains about the controls, but you can just play the Enhanced Edition to fix that. Ooh, wonder what's in here.
I think we got cops. I swear I heard something.
Yeah, it's easy coming out here. Ooh.
Did you fix the flashlight thing?
Nope.
It seems like if you bind F12 to something else, it'll just work. It's not very intuitive.
Okay.
I mean,
What
in
key
the
is
Deus
quick
Ex
save? I
options.
should probably quick save before. Yeah, I know. Okay, that works, I guess. Numpad slash. Okay, that works, sure. Hey, there we go. Okay, should I go in the back entrance or the main one?
I don't think I played enough of this game to know.
Yeah, you play this game. Should I go in the main entrance or the back one?
You should listen to your mission briefing.
I already know what I'm supposed to do, though.
You were told exactly what you're supposed to do. There's a man on the pier. He goes by the codename Iron Cock. Oh wait, I don't think that's right. But he'll have the he'll have information for you. So if he's on the back pier, not the front pier.
Alright, we'll see if I can find him.
G has a good point. Be careful when you're saving. Make sure you're managing them. Because what it does is every time you save the game, it saves an entire copy of the Unreal level. Complete with every single item position in it. So you will end up with like he said he had 7 gigabytes before he finished the game. So yeah, watch out for that.
So always overwrite. Or does it not do that if you do quick save?
I don't know about quick save.
Did you test the flashlight?
Yeah.
Adam Haldane says, should have picked the crossbow for silent takedowns. Sadly, the crossbow is hardly a silent takedown. Everyone runs around.
Somebody.
Going,
That's him.
Crap.
Maybe just a homeless guy.
This power box must have been damaged.
You're not doing a pacifist run, that's for
sure. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. It'll suck away
I think Dan is just using the stock configuration. Mariner 1712 is here and asking if you're using the DX9 fix. I think you're just using the stock config, right?
I've set up turrets and cameras. Yeah, I'm using the stock config. In the statue ruins, a hasty defense, but since we won't be here long to work, the security computer login is... Do I need to write these down? I can't remember.
Is that NSF001?
Yeah.
Smash the state. I can remember that. If you can't, then I can.
He's an anarchist. Oh yeah, Mariner says the crossbow is silent if you get a direct headshot.
Do I want to use the tool for that? No.
Smash the State leaves it ambiguous, though. Are they the don't tread on me kind of anarchist, or are they the stab the landlord kind of anarchist? G says the game rewards you if you explore everywhere.
Yes. Let me see. I know there's a way past that without using the tool I got. Oh. Maybe that was how. Should I use up a multi-tool for this one, or should I see if I can get over it?
Can you jump over if you put the...
Can you do anything with the forklift? I don't remember
Yeah.
this. Looks like there's some kind of switch on the back of it.
That's even higher though, so I gotta be pretty quick. You can't really, can you? Okay, you can jump forward, it's just hard. There, I made it.
This game was an absolute abuse of this game engine. Oh my gosh.
Oh. No, I don't crash. Oh, good. Okay, I still got plenty of room. What does that do?
I think it's batteries for your abilities.
I don't think you have any abilities that use it yet, but you will.
Hey, Joey.
Hey,
Here I am.
Hey, it's the other
I killed a
Puka.
rat.
It's me.
I think I did. I didn't get anything though.
Inferior Puka.
Hey, don't bully the Joey.
Excuse me.
Dan tries to loot the rat carcass. That's how people get diseases, you know.
That's how the plague started. So we were looting rat carcasses
It all happened an hour ago.
for,
The barge docked and the
for
NSF
gold
moved
pieces.
right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
So this is Half-Life, right?
There's a crowbar.
Well, I'll say this, it is better
Yeah.
than Half-Life.
There's a crowbar, there's crates. It's good
Dan
enough for
doesn't
me.
like Half-Life or Deus Ex. Watch out, that block that says TNT on the side of it is TNT.
What?
No.
You're crazy.
Oh, shoot.
I know this
wonder.
might be somewhat alarming, but the first time I played the game, I didn't realize that that said TNT, and I blew
Well, I'm
myself up.
scared.
I guess this beats
Yeah, no, that's
starving
cool. It
back
happened to
home.
me in Crash
I saw
Bandicoot.
someone, a guy in a coat.
Very similar game.
Ah.
That's him. He's a cop.
Out.
You have a chance.
I don't think I'm in any position to argue the Half-Life versus Deus Ex debate, but I can tell you I probably enjoy Half-Life more.
I like Black Mesa.
Yes. Black Mesa's very good.
Just
I
remember
still
that you
haven't
can
played
use the
Zen
prod, man.
in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Zen was
Oh, I
the,
should've
like, the
used
worst
Zen.
part of
The
Half-Life,
NSF
though.
has set up patchwork
Yeah,
security systems
but
here.
apparently they made it a lot better in Black Mesa.
Did he just shoot me?
That's why
Prod
it
is
took so
actually
long.
powerful.
Okay, let me turn down Joey.
Turn down for what?
That's right.
Because your mic is too loud.
Oh.
Dan is less.
It's okay, I fixed
Less.
it.
Okay.
Hip hop culture than we are.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here.
Don't do that.
My entire knowledge
do
of hip
what?
hop comes from Sonic Adventure 2.
Regular bodily functions.
What do you do?
I burp.
Uh-oh.
I've
Q's gonna scold you.
yes. Now. Manners. They're a bad influence on Dan.
We're in front of an audience of a whole 8 people. You
Yes,
need to behave
but
yourself.
what if one of those 8 people is like a
Horny.
billionaire who's looking about who to leave his inheritance to, and he's like, I'm
security
really
bar in this
going to
area.
leave it to the
You
most
can either
polite
avoid its
person on
patrol route,
YouTube.
or if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out
Oh,
with
it's
the EMP
definitely not
grenades
gonna
or
be us.
explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
Crap, he's coming. I imagine he isn't gonna just walk in here and stare right into the dark space though, right?
I don't think he'd see you anyway.
Nope.
Video game rules.
G says the AI isn't as smart as you think it is. It's pretty dumb.
Is it smart or unrealistic?
Half-Life apparently.
Just hop
is
on that
pretty
Roomba.
AI.
Remember to stick with the prod. Prod with the prod. Silent takedown is the most lethal takedown. I'll take the gut gun.
Can you prod the Roomba?
That's
No.
not a joke either. Have you seen those videos, like, analyzing Half-Life enemies and stuff? Seems surprisingly sophisticated for, like, 1998 or whatever.
Oh, Half-Life? Yeah, the AI at Half-Life was they got the best bot designers to make it, and the soldier AI is actually really sophisticated, except they put it all indoors in tarot corridors, and so it has nothing to do.
Oh.
They throw grenades way too much.
I don't
Yeah,
think
well,
there's
grenades.
such thing as throwing too many grenades.
For a lockpicks to open a crate of flares, Adam says. Totally worth it.
The problem with Half-Life is that it starts out as a... I don't want to say an arena shooter, but it plays more like Doom. And then suddenly you have hit-scanning weapons, and yeah.
It all happened an hour
Doom
ago.
did you
The
play?
barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats.
Dan means
Undercover
that
man
it
Harley
starts with
Fulton
enemies
should be
that are
somewhere out on the
slow
docks
moving.
now.
No,
that
not even slow
telegraph their
moving.
attacks.
No, not even
Telegraph
slow
their
moving.
attacks.
Yeah, the soldiers telegraph their attacks as well. What they don't do is that they don't have attacks you can dodge. You're going to take damage in the game, but they don't build the health system to compensate for that. It still works like it's like you're playing Doom and you're expected to dodge everything, but you can't.
Yeah, you just get good.
Didn't see a uniform. I got this.
Oh, what?
I thought the point was that you're Gordon Freeman and you're in this tank of an HEV suit.
I like how bad his accuracy is.
About time. you
Oh,
showed
no, no,
up.
no, no, no.
Pass.
You found some soda.
You can up back.
Well, I don't get to find out what he said because the alter. Oh, he ran away. No, he didn't run away. Now the other guy's running away.
Deus Ex me.
Hero body.
You with Philbin? Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
And
Zapping him until he
The more elite
explodes.
troops
as well.
Ship.
That
No thanks.
So nice of him to wait until
cranial
after.
board.
Till after. Okay, did I get the key? I can't tell. There we go.
sure you can't buy some
That's
ammo?
what it was called in Turok, right?
No thanks.
Oh, okay.
You have a
So it is.
baton, right?
So next, Dan is going to say, "What do I do next?" After that guy just told him.
I don't
to do
wanna
next. He
quit.
skipped over all the dialogue.
Because if I didn't, I would have been shot.
No, actually, you have cutscene immunity when you're talking
Oh.
to people. Kind of.
Well, I already know what to do next anyway. Did he give me the key? He didn't give me the key. Wasn't he supposed to give me a key?
I say kind of because the enemies can still move around. They just can't hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to give you the key, but I think
was.
keys go to your key ring.
Alright.
Check your key ring.
Where's the key ring? Oh, here it is. Yep, okay.
It's that thing labeled key ring.
It's a key item.
How do you know so much about the commander?
He's my main contact in the NSF.
Makes
I
sense.
need him
The
alive
key ring
and
is
how
a
I'll
key
pay him.
item?
UNATCO will probably keep him in custody.
At least he has a chance if he's alive. I warned him,
is a
you know.
key?
I said right to his face, don't take weapons
Commander's
into the
lit
lake.
now.
That makes you as bad as UNATCO.
Those key?
Don't forget,
Is that
it's the
key?
NSF and C4 this
Well,
Did
act
he
like you
just
know the
do the
commander.
you're as
Here's
bad
the
as
picture.
X?
back together.
Ask me, I think the government did it. They want people to think the NSF are terrorists.
It's one of them horseshoe theory centrists. Radical centrist.
Let's see, I think I want to go this. Yeah, I want to go this way. Okay, should I go and try and get all that other crap again, or no?
What other crap? Stuff by the forklift?
The forklift.
Yeah.
Stuff.
You got
Oh,
XP
oh,
just
sorry.
for making it back there, so it might be worth it.
Okay.
Drive the forklift.
Just make sure you save more often than you're currently saving. And then clean up your old saves so that you don't end up with 7 gigabytes of saves on your hard drive. Does the prod have limited ammo?
I don't think so.
I think it does. You might really want to watch out for that. You do have a police baton though, too, right?
Yeah.
So first comes to worst, you can just beat the crap out of people with that.
It's limited, but it
My question-
recharges.
Oh, okay. My question is, can you get headshots with a baton?
It doesn't recharge.
Oh, there's ammo in the...
Oh, fun.
Okay.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not
The
careful,
way that
it'll suck
hazmat
away your
suit was
bioelectrical
mounted
energy.
on the wall reminded me of you guys remember that one arcade game? It was like I guess it was like a stationary shooter, but it was like black and yellow, and you pulled this like helmet thing down and peered through it.
Beachhead?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Reminds me of that. I never played it, but I always remember seeing it. I remember playing that Battletech game when places still had that.
What game?
Yeah, hold on.
Remember to save.
This guy can't lift a crate while holding a crowbar.
I mean, that makes sense.
Crowbar really that heavy?
Well, it's awkward.
Yeah, I guess. Who joined?
Adam says, don't forget to drink a 40 when you reach the top.
Oh, what?
Don't forget to drink a 40 when you reach the top.
40 isn't 40%? Or...
No. 40 is 40 ounces. I have never in my life drank a 40.
Either.
It's malt liquor, right?
I think so.
That's because you're a good, upstanding citizen, Q, and not a hood-rack hoodlum.
Or homeless.
Or homeless.
I think the only thing I consumed that was widely blamed for delinquency is gin and natty ice. Not together.
Why?
That would be an awful cocktail. Oh my gosh.
I still ask why.
Why what?
Why would you drink that?
Crap.
What? Gin or natty ice?
Natty ice.
Because it was cheap and
Yeah,
strong.
why?
Dan just gassed himself. Also because I enjoy cheap beer.
That's not good. It's a weakness.
That's what you're into.
Like right now, all I have in my fridge is Pabst and Rolling Rock.
Did you see,
Dear Lord.
there's a natural light alcoholic seltzer now?
Oh no.
Yeah, to compete with what's the other
White
one?
Claw.
Claws. Yeah.
That's super
Ain't no
cursed.
laws when you're drinking the claws.
Crap. Crap.
See, when I drink beer, I generally want it to taste good.
And why are you drinking beer?
What's the most sweet
Okay.
alcohol you've ever drank? Do you mean sweet in a cocktail
Straight
or just
edge.
sweet in and of itself? Like in a
What?
cocktail, I've had a daiquiri. That's really sweet.
I mean, I'm talking beer specifically.
Oh, G in the chat was asking what the most sweet alcohol you ever had was.
Probably something when I went to that, like, wine festival type thing. Trying to think. I mean, it wasn't a wine, but... I don't know, probably some kind of margarita.
Oh, I had whatchamacallit, that hard root beer. What's that stuff called?
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
Not Your Father's root beer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It tastes like root beer. It's really weird. Like I don't know how they do it without any bitterness whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's really
like
easy to
an
get
alcoholic's
tipsy.
drink.
My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
Well, you know Q.
I lost a drinking game with that stuff.
Oh dear.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to go. I think it's right in here. I want to use a multi-tool though.
Sangria is pretty sweet, I guess.
Have you?
Oh, okay, that was dumb.
What's
Ooh.
the
Thought I saw
licorice
a guy in a coat.
flavored alcohol?
Anise?
This security
No,
setup
it
is
has a different
strictly
name,
amateur
doesn't
stuff.
it?
Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and
These
maintenance
dudes walking
tunnels.
around here look like Professor Membrane at a glance.
Are you talking about absinthe?
Yeah.
Oh, absinthe is ridiculously strong.
I tried some of that. It was gross.
Yeah, anything that the normal way of consuming it looks like you're using drug accessories, you know it's going to be strong.
Dan got some soy food.
Epic.
Hey, let's rob a bank, guys.
He is the bigger man.
Well, you're just robbing a bank account. It's not as bad.
It's not quite the same.
I'm writing that down, Dan.
Should I not have?
No, you're fine.
I mean, it is somebody's bank account.
Wait, quiet.
Go get the chair or a trash can to jump up on.
Become the trash can.
Quiet.
Absinthe is distilled vermouth. Let's see.
Oh, forget the.
Didn't it originally have something to do with like absinthe? Or not absinthe, wormwood?
They macerate the botanicals in a base alcohol, then redistill it to get the bitter parts out.
Hmm.
And there's some other ways of making it too.
I'd try it.
But yeah, like there's a special ice absinthe glass and spoon, and it just looks like drug paraphernalia.
You're supposed to pour it over like a sugar cube with a special spoon.
Yeah, is this like a ceremonial thing, or does it do something?
Makes it sweeter.
Really? Oh yeah, I finally got copper mugs.
Ooh.
Nice. So you can
Does it make it
have the
better?
proper mules.
Yeah, I got them at 5 below.
And just
Okay,
rob
I
the
can
bank.
go out there.
If your boss asks, just tell them that you're defunding terrorists.
That is true.
This money was
Just
coming
remember,
here.
Bypass alarm, 2 tools. What is? Because how does the computer system work in this? Is it just using tools?
Yeah, there's no fancy hacking in the
Oh.
game.
I think the lasers go away if the guy walks through them.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
fascist.
Keep looking.
Okay, I'm just gonna read off of Wikipedia because I can. Traditional French preparation involves placing a sugar
Darn it.
cube on top of a specially designed slotted spoon,
I should have
placing the
saved.
spoon on
Oh,
a
well.
glass filled with a measure of absinthe. Iced water is poured or dripped over the sugar cube to mix the water into the absinthe. The final preparation contains 1 part absinthe and 3 to 5 parts water. As the water dilutes the spirit, those components with poor water solubility, mainly those from anise, fennel, and star anise, come out of the solution and cloud the drink. The resulting milky opalescence is called the louche, and the release of these dissolved essence coincides with the perfuming of herbal aromas and flavors that blossom or bloom and brings out subtleties that are otherwise muted within the neat spirit. Or you can use the Bohemian method, which involves burning it.
I was actually gonna say, do I have to put a lighter underneath it at any point?
The Bohemian method is you put the sugar cube on the spoon.
Held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack
The
the
sugar
control panel
cube
in the
is soaked in
doorway or
alcohol,
find
and
a
then
way
you light the
around.
sugar cube
My
on
blueprint
fire.
of the statue shows a few
And then you
areas.
drop the cube into the glass, which lights the absinthe on fire, and then you pour a shot over the fire to douse the flames.
Keep an eye out for ways to bypass
Well,
it.
I am part
These old
Bohemian,
pre-millennial
so
buildings are riddled with
guess I better
ventilation
do that
shafts
one.
and maintenance tunnels.
Do you occasionally question if this is the real life or if this is just fantasy?
Yeah, sometimes. But, you know, there's no escape.
Let's try this way. Oh, lockpick. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you increase skill in that, does that mean it unlocks faster?
I think you have to use less picks.
Okay. Wait, why would I need the police baton if I can just use a crowbar on them? Wouldn't the crowbar
Non-lethal
do
versus
lethal?
lethal takedown.
The police baton is non-lethal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you've already blown your non-lethal run by shooting someone in the head, right?
Big boss
Well, I
run.
killed one person,
Who's
may as
there?
well kill more.
Break the laws on us.
That's a perfectly coherent moral code. And I did one bad thing, might as well do them all.
Use your Ruger Mark II
Gunther's in that
pistol.
room, one of our top agents.
Quiet. I think we got cops. Take him out.
I think MGS4 is when
Is there anything on that
You're
table
solid.
there I want?
I think MGS4 is when Metal Gear Solid peaked, gunplay wise.
No, there
Gunther's in
isn't.
that room, one of our top agents.
I know I heard something.
Oh, that's where the police baton is, okay.
I know I heard something.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents. Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
That's him. He's a cop. He can't hide for long.
top agents.
It's going crazy with these saving loads.
This is a game that rewards save scumming, so
Doesn't mean you have to do it.
Oh, do I have the key for the
90s FPS did?
Do I have the key for the door over there?
I think you have the password. Maybe.
There's a password?
Maybe I'm mistaken. There's a little panel on the right.
Had I missed that?
I'm gonna get this.
What's your guys' opinions on limited saves?
it depends on the genre.
As in, like, you can only save a limited amount of times?
Depends on the genre. It works great in Resident Evil games, as
Gunther's
an
in that
example.
room, one of our top
Yeah.
agents.
Yeah.
That's how 80 is. Somebody told me that's like what killed the game, but it's like, not really.
Can you break his chair while he's sitting on it?
And that game is actually a lot like Resident Evil, so it seems fitting to me.
Oh shoot, I didn't even see that. Well,
Maybe we have a chance.
Dan just beat the heck out of everyone and then got shot by a turret.
Next time he has to beat the shit out of the turret too.
Where JC's head got stuck in the wall. Phased right through it.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Just try and think this through, Dad.
Oh, huh? Take him out. Keep looking. Take him out. Funny about that guy.
See, this is a
oh,
puzzle game, Dan.
there we go.
Yeah. That's the panel.
Working mirrors.
Yeah, remember mirrors in video games? Where they got much.
Oh, yes! Oh, it's not hitting the other guy. I gotta. Come on, hit him. No fair. Hit him. Okay, I guess I can't talk. Oh. Oh, wait, I know what to do now. Okay.
Gunther's in that room.
Gunther
one of our
Herman's just
top
gonna
agents.
knife the guy.
Is he still gonna scream if I knife him? Oh, wait, I see.
Just break his chair.
I'm wondering if I can get behind the desk without him seeing me. I don't think so, though, but I can try. I just need to get to the
Probably.
computer terminal, and then everyone's gonna be dead immediately from the turret. I did it! And then he doesn't notice the terminal going down.
Dan, but it sounds like you're having fun.
Because I'm not doing the pacifist run.
Yeah. See, that's why I told you not to.
Oh.
First time, don't challenge yourself with the pacifist run. You can do that eventually.
Oh, I think I'm stuck.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
As
Well,
you wish.
it hasn't been
Take my
useful to
pistol.
me so far.
That will be adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top.
Oh, he ran away. Let's see. Wine, nice. How much does that heal?
Dan is just quaffing gutter wine.
No, worse.
Gross.
How much hit points do I have?
Is that like the toilet
I-
wine they make in prison?
Mariner's
Okay,
asking
that's
if
not
I've
too
seen the
bad.
concept for Gunther's and Anna. No, I haven't seen those. Let me look them up.
Have you seen the concept of love?
I didn't understand it.
Oh, there he goes.
Apparently, a bunch of people really want a new Jet Set radio.
Yeah. Well, people also want Jet Set Radio Future to come back.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I got past that. How do I get back there? I don't remember.
It's
The
because
Xbox-
the alarm,
Oh,
kind of
okay.
ended up-
alarm activated it.
Oh,
The
okay.
Xbox kind of ended up being a, hey, here's everything that's going to be ported to PC someday, except
Did they find the shipment?
Future.
Yeah. There's some other game I really wanted to see instead. And of course it's some
Gunther
game
has
that'll
reestablished contact. He
never
says you
ever
helped
show
him
up
escape.
again.
Good work.
It wasn't Kirby Air Ride, but Kirby Air Ride is one of those games.
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post.
That game is
We'd
like
to
perfectly
interrogate him.
suited for me. I really love games where I can just get in, play a quick game, and then get out if I need to.
I got this.
Or just play again and again and again.
This is what I signed on for.
Just hitting their crotches with a crowbar.
Apparently that doesn't do anything.
My cat is at my door.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way so the alarm will go off.
Okay, Gunther and Anna concept art.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's...
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape.
Ha! Early
Good
JC
work.
done concept art, and he looks like
Some
Phoenix
news, JC.
Wright.
The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague
Or-
vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when
Who's
you
that?
reach the command
Not
post.
Phoenix
We'd
Wright.
like
He
to
looks like
interrogate him.
Edgeworth.
Now that I think about it, aren't people...
Oh yeah, candy bars are gonna actually heal my arms and legs. I guess I don't really need to at this point though.
Do you knock people out automatically if you hit them in the back
Easy.
with
We
a...
want you to take this one
baton?
alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment.
I
Then
don't
turn it
remember.
over to
Dan
one of
should
the
have done that
troopers.
instead of crowbarred him.
Too late now.
Don't shoot.
Yeah.
I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the
Don't
people,
forget to drink a
and
40.
you can't do a damn thing about it.
Oh.
tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, I remember why I stopped playing this the first time. It's like, oh, you mean this was a waste? I didn't need to do any of it? I wasted my time? Thank you. Can't carry... Oh, I can only carry one. Okay. What does that do? Are you guys still here?
Yeah,
we're
I just
here.
don't know.
I don't know, why did they... I mean, I know why, because I have a general idea of what happens in the story, but from a design perspective, the putting... Well, I guess more I don't want to use the term, but from a ludonarrative perspective, having having a character pop up and say, "Hi, you just wasted your time." That's kind of a dumb thing to do.
Because all the guards were killed anyway, or
like basically just telling you, yeah, you could have done. We didn't need you to do this. We could have done it. We only had you do it because we planned to waste your time.
To test you. It was to
Shame,
test
isn't
you.
it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claims that France
You're
was
playing
wrong
at
to give
tutorial
the US
level,
the
basically.
statue. We think they planned the bombing.
And from the narrative perspective.
Of course, it's the French. So the Freemasons show up in this game?
If you look at the New York skyline, there's no Twin Towers.
Yeah, that's true. Here's that? Oh, yeah, okay.
The actual in-world explanation for it is that they were blown up by terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Twin Towers?
Yes!
Yeah. I know that much
down.
about Deus Ex. This game predicted everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so did the whatchamacallit, the Lone Gunman.
I hope after this new movie, Star Wars just kind of stays dead for a little bit.
They'll switch it to being TV and games. Which is what they should have had it be in the first place, because that's where, since Clone Wars show, that's where it's really worked well, for the most part.
That's fair.
Plus then they can sell the merch they want.
Mm-hmm.
While still, without it being completely in your face 24/7.
Yeah.
I've never watched a Star Wars movie.
I don't know, there was a time when I said, oh, stop what you're doing, go do it now. Now...
I played the shit out of Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, though.
No, you can't pick the bodies.
I had Rebel Assault 2 as a kid. And it made me very frustrated.
Let me read the plot summary for the pilot episode of the Lone Gunman, appropriately titled Pilot. While the Lone Gunmen are thwarted in their attempt to steal a computer chip by Ives Adele Harlow, Byers receives news of his father's death, and the trio soon finds themselves unraveling a government conspiracy concerning an attempt to fly a commercial aircraft into the World Trade Center, with increased arms sales for the United States as an intended result.
Way to go, sir.
Sorry guys, I just became a robot, so... I'll have to duck out
Ooh,
until
I can go down
get
here.
chips.
See you, Joey.
Have a good one, Joey. Thanks for
See you,
dropping
Joey.
by.
Now, you know, the most
should've
important
followed
thing
orders.
that you need to do is go into the women's restroom.
What happens there?
You'll
We
see.
got the island secured. How did things look in the statue?
There's also an
Leader
area
surrendered.
behind that.
So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast.
Okay,
We think they've taken it
here's
back to the
something
city.
that you'll find
I
out
didn't know
is
UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure
is
the
that
limited
generally
supply
if
vaccine
little
gets to government
secrets
agencies
require
and
a
key
small
industries.
expenditure, they're
It's
worth
good to
it.
finally see some action. Just keep a level head. You're doing well so far. Now get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office, level 2.
You heard the puka, Dan.
Defying Congress for the third time this year, President Meade unilaterally paid the United States late aid dues to the United Nations. Quote, like good tenants, we must pay our rent on time, he told reporters. Leaders of both parties criticized the move. Quote, where does he get the cash? Asked Senator Ryden D. Illinois. Quote, clearly from some budget item yet to be approved by this Congress. Unquote. Republicans were no kinder. Quote, this council has been betrayed, and so has America, said Senator Osno, Liverpool, R. California. Well, that's a Republican winning California, really. Quote, the Congress came together to approve a UNATCO presence on U.S. soil, but we did not write a blank check. No, sir. A superpower does not pay rent. Okay. I don't know
Was
that.
California purple back when this game came out?
Ooh!
First day too. I'm pretty excited.
What a moron. Let's see. I'll save first. Oh, I'll wait until he leaves, and then...
Check behind that thing too, since there's a little alleyway.
Dang it, every time I take my hand off the mouse to move... Let's see, what does this do? Does that close it? Okay. Nice.
Is Dan breaking into
Yes.
all the areas?
I like that sound effect for the radio.
Same as old login.
We will beat you at darts on Saturday, suckers.
I'm noticing something interesting. Is that
Oh, nice. Okay. Should I turn the camera off? Probably should.
Yeah.
I just noticed something, Dan. When you played Human Revolution, you didn't like the flavor text.
Because it
But
sucked.
now you're reading the flavor text on this.
We only turned off one of the cameras, but it's probably
Should be fine.
I swear there's something behind that thing.
Nice. EMP grenade. Is that all? That's all. Alright. Yeah, I think this one, for the most part, does. You know my theory I told you before about how game stories are better when there's less of it?
Yes.
This one follows that better.
So it doesn't
Yes.
shove it in your face as
Yes,
much.
it doesn't. Now, it still kind of annoys me that the cutscenes of just people talk. Everything after the opening cutscene is kind of dull because they're just standing there.
Yeah, and they did that thing where they Mariner says that Human Revolution's flavor text was many novellas written by artists in their off hours. It was a slog. This does the thing where they didn't know how to animate faces properly yet, so instead of having bones, it looks like they just have different facial expressions and they swap the heads. Which was probably really cool at the time, but now it's not so impressive.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see
Well, I think
level 2.
Ross from Ross Game Dungeon said that the characters in Deus Ex are like action figures, but they aren't in the other games.
Hell of a first day.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you're playing.
Hey, it's Wolfenbach.
Well,
It's been a while.
Is it Infinity Ward? No, that's Avengers. What was the sequel everyone hated? The one right after this. It's like
Invisible War.
Invisible War, yeah, the one where some virus is taking over the world.
See Jaime Reyes in the Med Center and Sam Carter in the Armory.
Some virus is taking over the world, blowing like devouring it, and then everyone forgets that, and yeah.
Dan, don't forget to go in the women's restroom.
I think I'm doing.
How unprofessional.
That's it. There's not even anything in
That was
there.
a close one up there.
No, it's the best part. You gotta keep going in there.
What happens? Does she shoot me?
You talking to her?
Yeah, Wolfenbach's in chat, Dan. Wolfenbach is in chat.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't remember Wolfenbach? He was in the original Shenanigans DM group.
There are too many original Shenanigans DM groups. I'm remembering the name better now. But I'm sorry, man.
Use of
This
you can read a
was
whole
all-
book.
This was all the way back when the first Fire Emblem controversy kicked off, if I recall. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, well, there goes that.
Careful.
In recent years, the swelling tide of international terrorism, coupled with the enmity between states, wildly varying laws, and anachronistic devotion to arbitrary borders, has resulted in decreasing effectiveness of local law enforcement. Okay, so I want to do a global police. Wait, oh.
You are the
Demon-
global police.
Yeah. To resolve this problem, a neutral agency was required to enforce international law in an impartial manner around the world. UNATCO was formed with just such a mission in mind, an organization that could transcend national boundaries and provide security for all nations that subscribe to this charter. Founded with the principles of the United Nations as its cornerstone, UNATCO is fair, just, and protects the individual and protect the individual liberties of all the citizens of the world.
It's really cracking Garrett
The criminal thrives on anonymity, but soon there will be no place for them to hide. Victory over terrorism is the prize for our vigilance.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at me.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue.
Maybe you did. My order from Versal.
What happens if you didn't pick it up? Do you have to walk all the way back up there?
The medboss for installation.
Well, of course you do. Does it change what he says?
ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades.
Oh, okay.
Others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunther are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on
you. Ooh. I don't know how to read Latin.
You want me to Google Translate it for you?
Sure.
Alright, give me a moment. I have to pause with it up.
Nihili aliud scrit necessitas quam vincere.
I know some of those words.
I assume necessitas is necessities.
Nothing needed, something something.
Nothing needed, nothing gained.
Let's see.
Okay, is that long enough, Q? It should be.
Nothing is more needed than to conquer.
Oof.
By the way, I love the UNACO theme.
Yes, it's good.
You do need to change what game it says you're playing, though.
I did.
It still says Startopia.
Really?
Oh, it shouldn't.
It says Startopia.
Oh. Shouldn't.
Also, have you frozen?
Yes, I pressed the I key.
I would love to stream Startopia, but I cannot get it working.
Buy me a copy and no, don't. But yeah, I could try it maybe. I don't know.
Well, the problem with Startopia is that it requires you to run it as administrator because it's a very old game. So normally that just means you run OBS as administrator too, and it all works. Because a normal OBS game running in normal permissions mode can't capture administrator.
Okay, how do I heal? Presumably talking to him heals me, but...
Yeah, I tried running both administrator and it didn't work,
there we go. Okay, I assume I can't install both of these?
Yeah, I think it's a choice.
Ooh, effectiveness of melee weapons is increased. Let's see, muscle... Okay, so I can either lift and throw stuff higher, or I can hit harder. Which do you think?
Lifting stuff. Might be useful for getting around.
Oh yeah, but can't I already do that?
Not everything, probably.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay, what do you think?
I generally picked the augmentations that expanded my capabilities more than the ones that can't expanded my combat finesse.
Okay.
That was just me.
Okay, I'll take that one. I don't know if I could carry that before.
You're getting warm.
The noted failure of previous attempts to create a low-profile rotary aircraft involved the acquisition of retrofitting and of available military hardware that had neither the ranged sealing nor electromagnetic transparency to avoid numerous eyewitness accounts or unauthorized military interactions. In addition, the exacerbating public misconception about government operations, such as encounters, also jeopardized key missions. Project Dybbuk was also initiated to address this issue through the creation of a stealth aircraft that could be used as a platform for a number of mission objectives.
Did they just work the whole UFO thing in?
Ooh, there's a computer, which means there's a password somewhere for it.
You're red hot.
Zeitgeist.
Looks like you found me.
Just stealing everyone's candy bars.
Mm-hmm. I need to write this down because I'm not going to be. My spelling is terrible.
Oh.
Zeitgeist and Schadenfreude. Am I pronouncing that right? Any jerk?
Sounds like you are.
Schadenfreude.
Schaden.
Just gotta slice up the words, Dan.
Oh, it's just reading. Okay, let's see. Might I suggest the skull gun for my head, yesterday battery pack, blah, blah, blah. I personally forwarded your request for combat readiness. Speaking of which, may certainly best. Let's see. Thank you for another day, Gunther. We knew our names like you. I was asked to see. So this is Gunther's email. Okay.
Yeah.
I was asked by regional medical coordinator to forward this information to you, so I'll do so for a comment. By now you've heard about the upcoming transition to nano augmentation. It's coming, but not as soon as you think. UNETCO is only one nano augmented agent, with a second just now graduating from the academy. It will be years before the program leaves the laboratory. Your mechanical augmentations are not obsolete. Some agents expressed concern that they will be walking junk in 10 years. One agent expressed their fears about in an anonymous email saying, "Well, BSLD will be sold at flea markets. Old gray golems for scaring the children. So what about my legs? What about my life? Sick. Keep some perspective. Prosthetics remain the only proven technology for enhancing human capabilities. Those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted as heroes." So what, do they basically just cut your legs off and then give you fake ones?
Yes, that actually was. Human Revolution was a prequel to this, and that's what the technology that they were doing back then. They would also do it if you had an accident, lost your leg, they'd replace it with an augmentation. But
JC Denton,
these agents went through it voluntarily, I think.
Yeah. JC Denton will be joining us today after a stint at the Academy. I'm assigning the both of you to a task of keeping a watchful eye on him while monitoring his progress. His assigned cover name for the duration of service will be JC Denton. We thought it would be best to keep the cover names within the family since Paul has already received the Denton code names. I have great faith in you both. I trust you'll do your utmost to ensure, isn't it? Whatever. that he becomes a
People seem to use it
successful
interchangeably.
and productive member of the organization. Until further notice, I'd like to receive weekly reports on your observations. JM. Okay. Let's see.
So you've already
No student of recent history can fail to miss the irony. The greatest history mankind has faced in the 21st century was not any despot or dictator, but the lowly microbe. Millions upon millions have been killed by the pandemics of AIDS, restaurant-resistant tuberculosis, the century flu, and now we face our greatest threat yet, the Great Death. A plague of devastating efficiency that has surfaced in the last year. But was this plague an accident of nature or a design of science? Dr. Kenji Ishii of the New World Biomedical Health Center in New York thinks not. My analysis of this plague indicates that it is decidedly unnatural in origin and in point of fact may be extraterrestrial. He went on to speculate about those afflicted, obviously a disproportionate number of the indigent seem to be infected, a situation that makes perfect sense if you consider the prelude to an invasion. No more effective way to disrupt the social, political, and military fabric of Earth has yet been devised. If this is so, then why are our leaders not telling us? How can we be prepared? Only they know the answers. Joe Green, senior staff writer. Okay, you're saying?
Midnight Sun. This looks like some kind of tabloid.
Like leading a mouse to cheese. This thing is starting to
I
give
think
me
you
a
have
headache.
to.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty. I guess I'll get used to it. I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer. I suppose you already know who I am. Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was. Thanks. You're breaking my concentration.
Welcome back.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back.
Oh, I already have that code, okay. I thought they're just reusing the same code on other doors, but nope. Okay, so Q, you were saying?
What was I saying?
I don't know. I interrupted you because I was reading something. Did I tell
think
you?
that's that sound of like the underlying like radio noise with the chatter in the background. I think they reused that sound effect in
I read
Perfect
about
Dark
their set
when
operation in
the
school.
drones are
This is a
going
great
by.
honor.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe
So
what
did I
the NSF did to your
explain
family.
why the characters in this game are like action figures?
I lost my children, but you've had to grow
What
up without
would?
your parents, which
Like
requires more courage.
the stiffness of them, the fact that they don't ragdoll, like.
I said that's enough.
No, that's because it was built on the Unreal Engine.
Well, yeah, but that's why they're like action figures.
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What is why?
What else do you think?
Because they're stiff and they don't do ragdoll, and they fall over like action figures fall over. Like if you stuck a bunch of GI Joes in a line and then flicked them, then that's how they'd fall over. They wouldn't fall over like a which of these do I want? What's Smart Lockpick do?
That'll be your lockpicks.
Yeah,
okay.
It's either the lockpick, the multi-tool, or ammo.
Take a lockpick.
Smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade.
Oh, okay,
Only
so
on
just a
your own
normal
terms.
lockpick.
Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Yeah.
It's a smart lockpick.
I think I've been to that one.
Remember, engage only on your own terms.
Responding to an outbreak of great death that quickly overwhelmed all city services, the National Guard forces were placed under the command of local law enforcement today and mobilized to help with the disposal of the recently deceased in Brooklyn. However, the National Guard soon proved inadequate in containing the chaos. In many such cases, the dead were left lying in the streets, while the dying, mostly homeless, wandered the city until collapsing. Traffic jams and looting remain widespread as fear of disease continues to escalate. Frequent riots have made any attempt at organizing Yeah, organized cleanup impossible. With the threat of secondary diseases looming, city officials have consulted with the CDC in Atlanta and have ordered a mass grave to be dug in the Gateway National Park. So does anyone ever get mad if you steal their soda?
No, this is... I think that there may be like a couple triggers in the game for doing things like that, but this is
Where'd
not
it go,
the
Sarge?
other Scrolls. It's not like everyone's watching you for stealing things. All right, Mariner's heading out now. Have a good one.
See ya.
See ya.
What was you saying, Storm?
It's just exploring a lot.
You get points for it. Okay, so Oh, okay. I don't think I could lift that before.
Adam says he wants Deus Ex action figures now. G's asking what your GPU is. I think you have a RX 580, right?
That sounds familiar.
You found your office?
I know yours
Yeah,
is 10 higher than mine. Let me see what mine is.
Let's see. JCD password.
And I think you actually have to turn on your strength modification thing.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It says F9, doesn't it? Yeah, and it costs energy.
Yes, I have an RX 570. He has an RX 580. So a little bit overpowered for this game.
JC. Mind if I call you JC?
I can never get the hang of GPU numbering schemes because they keep changing them. I don't build computers often enough to really get the hang of it.
For far too
G
long.
says he has a 1050 Ti.
For far too long, terrorists have exploited international tensions and regional legislative variations to elude authorities. A significant step was made toward limiting these legal loopholes when the U.S. President Philip Riley Meade lobbied the Congress to make the U.S. a UNATCO member nation. A what? Okay. Enough is enough, he declared at the landmark State of the Union address, and the citizens of the United States responded with the enthusiastic endorsement of his position. Not only did the United States become a charter member of UNATCO, but UNATCO headquarters are now located on Liberty Island in the shadow of the shattered Monument to Freedom. UNATCO deals not only with terrorist threats, but also with any transgressions of the International Legal Code, including drug trafficking, software piracy, and money laundering. With the full support of the United States, UNATCO was for the first time able to truly declare itself the world's policeman.
So how new is UNATCO?
Anyway, you might want to start saving up because I gotta catch some Z's.
Oh, okay. You want to stop here then, and we can play more tomorrow?
Sure. Well.
Oh, here's a picture of the president, I think. Yep.
No, you need to go talk to the guy in the office.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
No,
do not make mistakes of that
he's
kind.
not gonna have time for that.
Your hand
He's,
might have slipped.
No, I want.
Okay, let me read.
He gave me lemon lime.
NASA scientists confirm the road remains. Oh, here UFO stuff.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I
NASA scientists confirm the road remains the observatory on Mars precisely match the face of President Meade. It's him, declared senior planetary specialist Kevlar Umlaw. There's his nose. Oh, it's that ridge. See the crater rim marking his hairline? The way he combs his hair, appearing in the region of parallel valleys? The White House had no comment. However, oh wait, this is Midnight Sun again. However, Martin Wisdom, president of EA, told Midnight Sun, quote, "This is evidence we have been looking for a warning that Mr. Meade is not human." He is probably a Martian general, a war hero, come here to conquer the Earth with the assistance of the United Nations.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't
my
tell
kind
me
of
you're going to
newspaper
wear
right
your
there.
sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented. At least it is a vein
Deus
that we
Ex is
know
just
when it's
about
not
conspiracies in general.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
He will not be the equivalent of his brother. I have seen that he knows the procedure of a good offensive.
Let us hope you are right.
I won't let you down, Agent.
Wait, his vision is augmented. Did that mean they plucked out his eyeballs?
Probably.
No, you're a new class of augmentation. These people, Gunther and Anna, are mech augs. You're nano augs. So for them, they replace their body parts. For you, they just injected you with nanobots that restructure your body as need be.
So is that why they have really, really pale skin?
Yes, and like machinery hanging out of them.
Okay,
Anyway,
should I stop here then?
Yep, if you save it up, I'm gonna head on out.
I should have quick saved. Isn't it great you have to save before you go to save?
Good night, everyone.
Night, night.
Good night. So, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Well, that's the end of the stream. Good night, everyone.